All right, good morning, everybody. Made it to Thursday. Always love Thursdays, one of my favorite days to trade. Okay, so as always, we're going to go over what we're going to be looking at today. Of course, if you haven't been watching any of my live stream videos or been attending in the morning, basically what I'm doing here is I'm demonstrating my trading approach. It's different than what's available out on the internet. I don't use indicators. I don't use support and resistance, nor do I use any other type of traditional chart patterns or candlestick patterns. Everything that I do is based off of what I call behavioral patterns, things that I discovered over 30 years ago. Also, something that I learned over 30 years ago is called Einstein. So with Einstein, what that does, it provides me with an exact entry, a profit target, and a reversal. Einstein typically will only reverse around 72, around 28% of the time. 72% of the time, we will be hitting target before we hit reversal. If we do have to reverse, it will establish a new target. Then on the, I'll be using that with the indices, which is going to be I'll put those symbols up here on the top right-hand corner. Let's see here. So we'll be watching the ES, which is going to be the E-mini S&P 500, RTY mini Russell, YM mini Dow, and NQ for the mini NASDAQ. Also be using Einstein on gold, GC, SI for silver, CL for crude, and NG for natural gas, and BTC for Bitcoin. Now, with the currencies, we'll be watching Aussie US, Euro US, US yen. For the currencies, I'm going to be using one of the 5 different patterns we teach in our core package. These patterns are a little bit different in the sense that we will stay in a trade no more than 4 to 5 minutes and then exit the trade. All right. Unlike Einstein has specific targets. Core does not. Okay, so core basically once it enters the trade, it will stay in for anywhere between 4 to 5 minutes. That being said, let's take a quick scan. Let's look at everything here and let's see what we see. The only thing I have right now is a buy on the natural gas. That's it. It's going to be a really tight stop. Now, this came in a little bit earlier this morning. And it's going to have a 64.95 objective. Right now, where gas is sitting at 63.98, 63.97. So 64.95 is going to be my objective. Fairly tight stop, which would also be your reversal at 63.45. All right, 6345. I am also getting triggered on a short on the mini Dow. The mini Dow. And that is going to be YM for your mini Dow. That's going to bring me down to a 305.63 target, 305.63. And if we need the reverse, we're going to be reversing at 307.63. Okay, so we have a short on the mini down right now, long on the natural gas. Getting a buy on the silver. Now silver's been a slow mover. That actually came in. Wow, it's probably been at least 15, 20 minutes ago, but I'll go ahead and give you that anyway. So I am seeing a long silver. Keep in mind, silver's a pretty slow mover, unlike gold. Target on that silver is going to bring us up to 2081. It's going to be our profit target, 2081. And let's see here. On the silver reversal. All right, it's going to bring us down to, let's see here. It looks like 20021. All right, 2021 target. I'm sorry, 2021 is going to be the reversal target on that silver 2081. Once again, target on that natural gas is going to bring us up to 64.95. I don't know what happened to my alert, but I'll go ahead. I'm going to redraw it in here with a line. There we go. All right, so long silver, long natural gas, and we have a short on this mini Dow. That's it. Don't see anything here yet on the currencies. Good morning, John. All right, we're getting a buy over here now on the US yen, getting a buy on the US yen. Let's take a look at that real quick here. 116.15, 116.15 buy. So let's see here. Let me give that again here. 1 second. Yeah, 136.15 is going to be your buy on your yen. Once again, we won't hold this for more than 5 minutes. So on the Dow this morning, we are expecting to see a lower opening today. Let's take a look at our stock scanner and see what we're showing. So what we're doing on the stock scanner, we're looking at all our different patterns and we're running them against, I don't know, something like 12,000 stocks, and then we look to see if there seems to be a bias in the market up or down. Right now I am looking like more of a bias to the downside. Let's see here. Yeah, we're getting more of a bias to the downside, so I wouldn't be surprised to see the Dow down by the end of the day, or the ES. We really like to watch the E-mini S&P 500 over the Dow, so my expectation would be to see that S&P 500 to be lower from its opening. So in other words, we're expecting it to close below the opening today. That has tended to be a pretty good indicator of what's going to happen during the day, is by scanning all these different patterns and seeing where their bias is. All right, so still holding on long this natural gas. Once again, when you're trading these indices, I never suggest trading. If you're trading Einstein, I never suggest you trade more than one at a time. My favorites are going to be the mini Russell, and then the mini S&P. Then from there it goes to the mini Nasdaq, to the mini Dow. Don't do much on the mini Dow. For the currencies, I really like gold quite a bit, and I like natural gas quite a bit. Crude's been really good. I don't trade a lot of crude. Silver, don't trade a lot of silver. A little bit slow for me. And then, of course, on the currencies, I do like Euro, US, and US yen. Don't do a whole lot on the Aussie, though. They're all good. I prefer to have a specific type of action when I trade, and they'll seem to fit my personality a little bit better. So anyway, let's see here. Okay, out of the yen, no go on the yen, so we exited the yen. That was a loss on the yen. looks like crude oil is getting ready to trigger a short here. Crude oil is going short. All right, so let's take a look. Target on crude. It's going to bring me down to 108.15. And if I need the reverse of the crude, it's going to be 109.65. All right, so profit target on this crude, 108.15. Do they have access to the scanner? Yes, they will. We're working on that right now. Ken, good question. Yes, they will have access to the scanner. What we'll do is we'll be doing the scan, and then we'll be posting it on the website for our students, and then they have access to all the stocks, everything, so they can see what the bias is for the day. And it will also identify what pattern it is as well. So yeah, it's a good question. Okay, getting a buy on the mini NASDAQ. Getting a buy now on the mini NASDAQ. Give you a target on that. Target on the NASDAQ is going to bring us up to 115.95. 115.95. And if we don't hit our profit target, we're going to reverse at, let's see here, 114.82.5. Okay, still long natural gas. Now we're along the mini Russell. Watching mini Dow still short. May turn out to be a reversal on the mini Dow. Gonna watch that. Still short. Let's see where else. Still short on the crude oil. And long on the silver. Silver's gonna take a while. Silver's a slow mover. Nothing on gold. Don't see anything on the currencies. So once again, this is just for demonstrational purposes only. Do not attempt to make these trades, particularly if you're watching us on YouTube and Facebook. There's a delay in broadcast, so of course our students are getting a lifetime feed, but because we're going through YouTube and Facebook, they tend to have a delay. I think it's 15 to 20-second delay, so do keep that in mind. Looks like natural gas is getting ready to hit its target. Okay, nothing on the E-mini S&P yet. RTY, possible buy coming up on RTY. Short the mini Dow and long the NASDAQ. Long natural gas, short crude, kind of a combination of everything there. All right, so as I mentioned yesterday, we are having a special for Independence Day, 4th of July. You can save up to $200 off these packages. If you go to my website, binaryprostrategies.com, you'll see a little button there to look at the special. We have a special for core. We also have a special for if you want to buy core and CB, they come as a package. So that special is going to be good. It's the best deal I've had all year, and it is going to be good through 4th of July. So if you're interested in making a move, not a bad time to do it. I don't anticipate having any other sell here for a while. I typically don't have many, but this is, I think, the first I've offered this year. So anyway, it's a good time to take advantage of that. Good through July 4th. All right, still short the crude. Crude is starting to work its way down a little bit here. Quiet on our mini NASDAQ, which we're long on. And we also have a short on the mini Dow, which is quiet as well. So we're still in a buy. Target on that crude is going to be 108.15. Okay, Dow's going to open here in a little bit less than 5 minutes. Still expecting a lower opening on the Dow. Okay, natural gas just hit its target. Profit target hit. Profit target hit. Okay, crude oil did hit profit target as well. So natural gas hit target, crude oil hit target. All right, still puts us long on the silver. Still short mini Dow and long on the mini NASDAQ. All right, Dow's getting ready to open here. Let's see what it's going to do. 45 seconds to go. Once again, I am expecting a lower opening. And tends to be a little bit stronger bias to the downside today. Hey, Dow's, wow, down 335. That used to be a lot. Remember when that used to be a big day? Now it opens down up to 300. Crazy. All right, so still long the mini NASDAQ, looking for target of 115.95. May get a buy on watching RTY for a possible buy. YM still short. YM is going to be your mini Dow. Dow down 393, 397. We had a gap about 3 or 4 days ago. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4 days back, 5 days back, we had a gap that just got filled on the Dow. So let's see if it wants to run and go back up. All right, so the mini Dow just hit its target. Mini Dow just hit its target. Still holding on this, the mini NASDAQ long. If we get a short on this mini NASDAQ, I'm going to like it. It's going to set us up for what we call an HF1. This is right now, it's a pairing pattern buy. Not as strong as an HF1. HF1 short would be coming up here if we have to reverse. So let's just watch and see if it triggers. If it does, I do like that short on the mini NASDAQ. Anyway, it is still in a buy position, so it's still long. Target on the long side is going to be 115.95 on that NASDAQ. We're out of the mini Dow. We're out of crude, out of natural gas. Silver's still in a buy, but that's going to be a long play. Just silver's too slow. Never got triggered to buy on the mini Russell or the ES. Good morning, Jerry. How are you, sir? How's your trading going, Jerry? Dow's down 491. We still have that upper gap on the Dow that, going back to the 10th of June, that still hasn't been filled up. There was one on the, was also one on the 10th of June. It opened, well, the gap actually started on the 13th. That was filled. We never filled the second one. That to me tells there's a lot of weakness in this market. So then we had a gap on the 24th where it gapped up. We filled that gap today on the downside. Markets have a real strong tendency to fill up gaps. So, you know, that's something to always be watching, is for those gaps. That is just, you go back in any chart and you'll see that those gaps typically always get filled up at some point. It's hard to predict when they're going to get filled up, but they do get filled up. So there is a way to play those, but right now we're not looking to do that. But I just look at it and I use it as a gauge of kind of where the market's trying to go as well. All right, let's see what we have going on here. Okay, reversing on the US Tech. Now this is going to be an HF1 short, like those. Okay, that's going to bring us down the 114.45 target on this mini NASDAQ, 114.45. That is going to be our profit target. Reversal, if we don't hit target, if I can get this reversal in before it hits target, it's going to be 115.57.5. All right, so now we reversed one short on the mini NASDAQ. I do like this. This is an HF1 short. Still long on the silver. Silver is just a regular pairing pattern buy. Dow's down 524. Yeah, I know. I saw the short on the end. I couldn't catch it. It's hard for me to catch all of them, but that was a nice little short over here on the end. But I didn't call it out because I just didn't see it. Too busy watching these indices. Thank you, Jerry. Did you take that short? If you did, good job. Nice eye. Good job. Good job, Jerry. There you go. All right, getting close to hitting target on that mini NASDAQ. 114.45 is my target. Okay, we just hit target. I don't know what's going on with these alerts today, but for some reason they are not triggering the voice alerts. See if it triggers. Wow. Profit target hit. There you go. A little delay on that. Silver is still in a buy position, still long. Okay, we're out of all the indices right now. We don't have any trades on the indices. Nothing on gold. Silver's in just a regular pairing pattern buy. Possible HF3 buy coming up on crude. We'll watch that. Love Thursdays. Thursdays and Sundays. I do trade Sunday nights. Two favorite days of the week, Sundays and Thursdays. Just love Thursdays. Think if a guy wanted to just, don't recommend it, but I think if a guy didn't have a whole lot of free time, if you could trade Sunday nights and Thursdays, man, those are your thing you do very well, just trading 2 days out of the week. If you can't trade on Sundays, even just trade on Thursdays. There's just something about those Thursdays, at least with the way that I trade. So just a little bit about the difference between the two packages. Core is basically the base of everything that I do. So the core is absolutely essential that you learn the 5 different patterns that we use in core, and I teach you not only about how those patterns are set up, but I also give you an indication of of how best to trade them. All right, you don't want to blindly go in and trade any kind of particular setup. There's more information that you have to look at before you take a particular trade, long or short. Then when you start moving into CB builds on that. But the nice thing about CB is it gives us an indication of size of move, right? So it gives us direction, and it predicts which particular instrument is getting ready to move, and it will indicate whether it's going to be a big move or a small move. So a good example is last night, for those that were trading, we had a really nice CB setup, and I ended up putting a few contracts. I think my maximum risk was $12 per contract. Ended up making $300. So that within itself, all right, if you learn nothing else, is learn that one setup, and you can do very well just trading one single setup every day, and that's it. That's it. But when you start looking at a combination of core and CB, and then you throw on top of Einstein, then you're pretty much going to be at a point where you're going to have a real good feel for not only the market, not only where the market wants to go. You're going to have price levels. You're going to have indication of the strength of the move. So these patterns are just like super powerful. And anybody I know John will agree with that. Jerry, you've been here for a while. They're amazing. And of course, I'm not saying that because I found them, and I'm just, every day I'm impressed with how well these patterns just continue to hold up. All right, so we're just holding long this silver. Silver's going to be a long play. It's just, I don't see anything in the indices, no indication of a buy yet coming in. Let's see what the Dow's doing. Dow's done 490, yeah. I don't really see anything that I like in the currencies either. And also, we're bringing back the trial room, $50 a month. You'll get a set of charts, kind of like you see over here. You'll get some arrows on them. We'll explain to you how to trade the arrows. And you can kind of try before you buy. It's $50 a month. If you're interested in that, let me know. Shoot me an email. Let me know you're interested in it. We had it going on for a while. We took it down, but we get a lot of requests to bring it back. So I think we're going to go ahead and bring that back. And the nice thing about the trial is we're also going to throw in our nightly trades or overnight trades. That within itself, you can do extremely well. I personally trade several of the patterns on those nightly setups. You put them on the night before, and that's pretty much it. You just let them go to the next day when we get out. So we throw those in for free on the trial, so you can watch those. There is no limit on how long you stay in the trial, so if you want to stay on the trial for several months, you can certainly do that. Now, with the trial, of course, we don't go into full disclosure on the patterns, but we do plot them. We will plot them on the screen there for you and give you an idea of how to trade them. All right, wow, mini Nasdaq taking another move on the downside. Let's see what the Dow's doing here. Down 517, yeah. Wow. Okay, getting a short now on the natural gas. Getting a short on natural gas. Okay, target on that natural gas is going to bring us down to 64.45. That is going to be our profit target, 64.45 natural gas. For some reason, we need to reverse. We're going to reverse at 65.95. Come on, take my alert. What's going on with this? Yeah, it won't allow me to put an alert in, but I'll put the line in. 65.95 reversal. Still short on the natural gas with a target of 64.45. Right now we're sitting at 65.33, so risk to reward looks really good. Down 560. Yeah, longer term target on the Dow. I think we're coming down to those lows again. 29,653. Wouldn't be surprised. 29,653. So I'm not a Bitcoin trader, but I've been hearing a lot of people talking about Bitcoin going down below 10,000, which is still kind of crazy if you think about 10,000. But had one guy heard, he said 9,000, one guy said 10,000. These guys are pretty good too. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, you're going to find Bitcoin kind of tracks what you're seeing in the Dow anyway. It seems to be a pretty good correlation there. All right, still short natural gas. Silver still long. Aussie's coming into a short. Aussie US short. Man, I hope not. It'd be an 03. That would have been a 03 short. 03 short on that Aussie US. 69.03. Got a short on your euro. Euro would have been a 15 short, 1.0415. I just call it the last two digits to make it easier and quicker. So if I say 15, I'm talking about the 1.0415. Well, once again, as I mentioned yesterday, right before the holiday, it was either yesterday or today. We're going to see a really, pretty strong day in the Dow. or I should say a big move price-wise. So maybe today is going to be the day. But what's a big day, right? I mean, gosh, we're so used to seeing 500, 600. That used to be a big day. Now it's like normal, right? Up 300, down 300. But right now, it seems to be the bias is going to be on the downside. So we'll see what this Dow's going to end up doing. S&P's down 69. That's quite a bit. 545 down on the Dow, down 36. On your mini Russell, down 280 on your mini NASDAQ. Double short possibly coming up on the Aussie US. When you see those two double arrows next to each other, I really like those. That's a real strong pattern. So if that holds, that'll be a short coming up on the Aussie US. All right, so that looks like a win on the Aussie, loss on the Euro, but we got no double. So double didn't hold, broke at the last minute. So no double on that. Out of the Euro. All right, so the only thing we have on now is short natural gas and still on the silver. So anyway, we are at the top of the hour once again. Facebook, those watching us on Facebook and YouTube, thank you for joining us this morning. If you'd like some more information, please go to my website, binaryprostrategies.com. You can always ask any question you like. That's the best way to get a hold of me. Personally, I do answer all my emails. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about my strategies, I have a lot of videos, a lot of educational videos out on YouTube, Binary Pro Strategies. I do talk more about Quora. I do also talk about Einstein. I think the webinar is still available, so if you go to my website, binaryprostrategies.com, watch that free webinar. Also, at the end, I show you a little strategy that's kind of cool that y'all would like, so watch that, stay to the end. Also, remember, I do have that 4th of July special going on that's good through the end of 4th of July. You can go to my website for that. So that's it. Everybody have a great trading day. Once again, thanks for joining us. I will be back again tomorrow for the final day of the week. And everybody have a good trading day, and we'll see you then. Take care.